Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. It's time for Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey as the Mudbugs and their arch rival, the Lone Star Brahmas, square off in game number 3 of this best-of-5 series. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chet Yoder with the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. If the first 2 games were any indication of what this series is going to be, it's going to be a very long one. Game 1 went 4 overtimes where the Brahmas came out on top 2-1. After Antia Terry scored at the 6:42 mark of the 4th overtime. Then in game number 2, the Mudbugs dominated really the first couple of periods and then got outran and outshot in the last 2 in the 3rd and overtime, but they were able to escape with a 3-2 victory thanks to Jaden Goldie snapping home his first goal of the series at 18:24. Zarski had a big game as he had a couple of apples, and the Mudbugs were winners that night, 3-2. It's a 1-1 series. The next 2 games now played in Shreveport tonight at 7-Eleven and then tomorrow night at 7-Eleven. Mudbugs thought they outplayed the Brahmas in game 1, lost that game. Then they thought the Brahmas outplayed the Mudbugs in game 2, and they found a way to win that game. So it's kind of been a tale of 2 different ends for both teams, and the Mudbugs know that tonight will be another challenge in front of a sellout crowd tonight is what they're expecting here at George's Pond. We'll talk to Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Michael Hill after these messages. It's the Mudbugs and the Brahmas, Game 3 of this best-of-5 series. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have more on the Landers pregame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Welcome back into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Game 3 of this opening round best-of-5 playoff series between the Mudbugs and the Brahmas. We're joined by Mudbugs Associate Head Coach Michael Hill. And Coach, a long start to this series as far as games 1 and 2 were concerned. 5 overtimes combined and a lot of fireworks so far, and you were able to squeeze out 1 win out of 2. And to get a split, what was your biggest takeaway of those 2 marathon games?
I think the biggest takeaway was the way that we were able to compete as long as we did. So it's good that our guys did that, and that's we got 1 out of 2. Always when you start a series on the road, it's always good to get 1 out of 2 in the other team's barn. That way you're getting a couple at your own. But I think that's kind of the biggest takeaway is that we competed and just fought through. I think we're a little bit more skilled than them. We just got to put the work out there.
Did you like your team's energy given what you guys had, 18 hours prior to that 4 overtime game, and the way you guys started game 2 and the way you guys had those legs going? Were you satisfied with your team's energy after given what game 1 presented?
I think first and second period I was pleased with how our guys were playing. Third period we kind of didn't do a whole lot. And then even in the overtime we were kind of flat there, but got lucky. I totally thought on Friday night we are going to come out with that win, and the kind of opposite on Saturday. But like, we found a way to make one good play, and that was really good for us. And then also, if you go onto George's Pond website, if you order a ticket for tomorrow night's Saturday game, put in promo code Hilly, you will get a $9 ticket for the $16 price. So that's promo code Hilly. It's a way better ticket than the soupy promo code that you put in. So the Hilly, use promo code Hilly when you go and get that when you're buying your ticket there for the bronze section.
Is it getting a little personal with this ticket competition with you and the head coach?
Well, I think it's kind of unfair from the get-go. I've been here all of 7 months, and he's been here 7 times 7 years. So Soupy's been here his whole life, and it's kind of rigged from the get-go. So hopefully they could find a gluten-free pie to throw in my face when it's all over.
I wanted to ask you about Jaden Goldie, and I've always seen him as a special player since he arrived here, since day one. He was able to snap home the game winner, and talk about the series he's having and kind of the overall season he's had.
He's just been one of our most consistent players, even throughout the series here. The first couple of games, he's consistent. He was good on the dot, winning the faceoffs that we needed him to. He battled really hard, and he's a simple hockey player. So, what we got out of Goldie during the regular season is what we're getting right now. It's kind of good because it shows that he's just as consistent in a high stakes game.
Alex Park not in the lineup tonight. Just talk about the difference that blue line's going to present. Of course, Alex Park does a lot for you, including a member of the power play.
Yeah, Parky, he's going to be missed here at least tonight, and he late in the season had his power play opportunity and just took the role and really engulfed himself with it and started getting a lot of points there towards the end stretch of our season. So he'll definitely be missed, but it's a great opportunity here to put a player like Fleet up there on the power play and give him an opportunity. He played a little bit of power play on last Saturday night's game, so he's got a little bit conditioned in a playoff game, what the power play is going to be like. So really excited to see what the newcomers do as they step up to the plate here.
What's the biggest challenge that Lone Star has presented, especially in this series for you guys?
I think they're just really good at staying in the middle of the ice and really defending. So obviously you got to have a really sound creative offense to break that and play with some pace and speed. And so that's what we're gonna try to do, hopefully, in the offensive zone, and really take control over that game to take away from their defense.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chad. Again, that's promo code Hilly for those tickets for Saturday night's game. They'll give you a great discount. Promo code Hilly for the bronze section, and let's get those ticket sales going.
On that plugging note, we'll have more after these messages here for game number 3 of the opening round best of 5 playoff series. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Now time for the Lone Star Brahmas. Starting lineup brought to you by Whataburger. Whataburger, just like you like it. First, head coach by Dan Walfong in his 10th season. The associate head coach is Ryan Anderson. At left wing, number 10, Nathan Mann. At center will be number 77, Mason Mara. And on the right wing, will be number 26, Dylan Wild. Defensively for the Brahmas, it'll be number 24, Ryan Pruitt. Number 44, Bauer Swift. And making the start in nets will be number 33, William Graham. Your starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs, head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell in his 5th year as the bench boss. The associate head coach is Michael Hill. The assistant and goalie coach is Rich Perron. And the honorary assistant is Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 22, Kason Musket. At center will be number 23, Ryan Burke. And on the right wing will be number 14, Brent Litcher. Defensively for the Bugs, it'll be number 21, Ryan Austin. And number 3, Logan Haru. And making the start in nets, his second start in this series and in the playoffs this season, it'll be number 44 from St. Laurent, Montreal. It'll be number 44, Simon Bushler. And the numbers on Bushler have been impressive all year. He leads the league with 28 regular season wins, and he's had the most shutouts at any Mudbugs in their NHL franchise history. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Porter's Industrial, delivering the difference in the Arklatex for over 20 years. Porter's Industrial strives with the utmost integrity to meet our customers' needs with quality uniform and facility services for your business. Mudbugs in their 318 black jerseys with the black and white numberings and letterings along the backside. The Brahmas in their white jerseys with the Brahmas logo in front and the black numberings and letterings along the backside. Now we ask you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem before game number 3 of this opening round rivalry series. That was Joe Fortenberry with a riveting rendition of tonight's national anthem before we get game number 3 of this best-of-5 South Divisional semifinal underway. Mudbugs skate from left to right. First period coming up, and it's brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Ms. Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. This has been a storied series already. Lots of ups and downs, twists and turns, and roller coaster rides that has amounted to 5 overtimes already in this series. Of course, 4 of them on Friday and 1 on Saturday. Simon Bushler to my left, William Graham to my right. Of course, the big story for the Mudbugs, no Alex Park, out with an upper body injury. And there was nothing more given to what his status may be for tomorrow night and the remainder of these playoffs. But all we do know is he is not available this evening. And that is going to move up. Aiden Dixon lined up with Matthew Danziger. Fleet will be with Zarski, and Haru will be with Ryan Austin. Mudbugs, of course, without Maxim Sushinsky, so they are now minus 2 defensemen. The healthy scratch defensively will be Foster Nickel, and Nicola Vassier is the healthy forward, not in the lineup this evening. Sutton Murray will be the extra center, the extra forward tonight. 6D for the Mudbugs, and it's a younger D-core, but the Mudbugs have been practicing with it all week. It'll be Ryan Burke and Mason Mara at center ice. And the puck is dropped, and the Brahmas have it. To the near side, that's Wild. Wild now to the near corner. They'll pitch it up ahead off the stick of Mara. He takes a hard hit along the back, and we got a penalty coming up. Boy, just 13 seconds into this game, Ryan Burke's going in. Boy, not the start Coach Soupy wanted. And the Brahmas power play will get to work really, really early into the Generational Financial Advisors first period. The Shreveport Mudbugs first choice personnel penalty kill has been perfect 100%. Lone Star's power play, that would mean that they're 0%. The Brahmas 0 for 9 on the power play in this series, as Ryan Burke 6 for 2, and that's how this game gets started. Near corner, play to the left point. Puck forked in deep there by Karpa. Cross-checking the call on Burke as Fleet's able to flip it all the way down. It's a big game for Liam Fleet. He's going to spend a lot of time on the power play. Now coming through the seam. Here's a chance, a backhander save made there by Bushler as the puck is swept out of trouble. Boy, a little room there for Lecher to run along the near side. $1.25 remaining on Ryan Burke's cross-checking infraction. Murakami now will go to the near side, up off the stick now, taken there by Mann, and Mann will guide it in along the left point. He'll punch it up ahead there to Lecher. Lecher has it. He can't get settled in cleanly because he's got Zarski along his backside. Now played around. Now here's a space. Karpa blast. Right pad save made there by Bushler. Now near corner, that's Mann, dropped off in deep there to Kamashak. He'll go low to high there to Murakami. They walk the line to the top of the point. It goes to Kamashak, left point, he waits, thrown across, bouncing stick, thrown through the goal mouth, and he missed everybody. Puck played back out to center. Good job there by Haru to knock it all the way down. First choice personnel penalty kill. So far, so good. Down to 30 seconds left in the first power play of the game for Lone Star. Kleiser will ring it around the Rosie there to Mara. Mara plays it back up top. Here's Pruitt. He waits. He throws a shot on net. Stick save made there by Bushler. Now a crowd up in front of the net, and Bushler's got it. Boy, that was off the stick of Mara in front. And that's a good tip there by Lone Star. And Bushler stayed tall to the task, and he's able to keep it out for the Mudbugs. Down to 20 seconds remaining on Ryan Burke's cross-checking infraction in game number 3, just getting underway here from Shreveport. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from Shreveport. So glad to have you with us. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Kleiser has it behind the net. Centering feed, held in there through the bumper. That's Wild. He'll go now to the far half wall, settled down there by Kleiser. He'll now pivot. Switch places there with Pruitt. An errant pass intercepted there by Morris. Morris lugs it out, and he'll slug it in to the Brahmas zone as Morris takes a hard hit there by Mara. As Burke is back onto the ice, and the Mudbugs able to kill off their first penalty of the night. 2.5 gone by here in the opening frame. The Brahmas have the puck in deep into the Shreveport zone. McDonald over to Zadverniak. Zarski back to his old buddy Haru. Now to the far side up ahead. That's Burke up ahead there to Lichard. Lichard coming around. Good stick in front. And it's taken there by Matt McDonald. Matt McDonald now has it. There is a Jacob McDonald on this team as well. As Matt McDonald will mail it in deep. Into the far corner. Plague now Played back out to center, and Pruitt will sling it in to the Mudbug zone. Along to the far half wall, Bergeron trying to touch it. Play to the right point as the puck is hodgepodged all the way down. Pruitt's got it now up off the stick of Bergeron, and it's taken there by Danziger. Danziger takes a hard hit, takes him down to a knee, as now the puck is pitched all the way down there by Mack. Got a little bit of a tie-up there between Miller and his man. That was Bergeron. Now through the middle. That's Tepley to the far side. Trying to get onside there is Masick as the puck is whipped into the Bug zone. Danziger to the far side there to Dixon. Dixon was not in the lineup in game number 2. He was in there in game number 1, and he's back out there for game number 3. Now played up off the stick of Jake McDonald, and now taken there by Gotinski. He's got a little room to run. Here comes Gotinski, splits a shot toward the net there, was wide of Graham. Now play to the near corner, and now fighting for it, played back out to center. Puck caromed back in to the Mudbug zone. Far side, here's Steele. Drop back, held in there by Nickel. Nickel nails a shot on net. Stick save made there by Graham. Graham, one of the big stories in game number 1. He made 43 stops en route to a 4-overtime 2-1 victory for Lone Star. And you'd have to think Dan Wildfong is relying very heavily on his goaltenders, and we got a whistle. The net's off its mooring behind Bushler. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Fireplace Specialties. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport, or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. That was touched by a high stick, rather, so that's going to bring the face-off in deep into the Lone Star zone. To the right of Graham. 4:34 gone by here in the opening period, scoreless in game number 3. It's been a low-scoring affair, chipped up ahead. Here's Kamashak. He's able to deflect it in deep into the Shreveport zone. And now an offside. Looks like we got a whistle. We got a penalty coming up. Matt McDonald's going in. Looks like it is boarding on Matt McDonald. That's the call. The penalty comes 4:51 into the opening frame. First power play of the night for Mudbugs hockey. And it has been a problem in this series just as much as it has been for Lone Star. They're 1 for 15 in 2 games played. Face off to the right of Graham. Battlette, and won there by the Bugs. Play to the left point there to Goldie, over to Fleet. Now to the near side there to Morris. Morris, a shot toward the net, gets blocked in front there by Swift. Boarding is the call, and the guilty party is Matt McDonald. First power play of the night for Bugs hockey. $1:49 remaining in the Scott Power Line power play, which right now is ranked 6.7%. They do have a power play goal, 1 for 15, like I said, combined. As Lone Star is able to ladle the puck all the way down. In pursuit there is Rosenquist. This is a great PK unit for Lone Star, right behind Shreveport. They were 7th best in the regular season, and they have proved to be quite difficult so far in this series. Now to the right side, here's Fleet with a little room to run. He'll slide it on back to Goldie, the hero in Saturday's game number 2. Now over to Vitale, a backhander toward the net goes wide. Now far half wall, Goldie has it. He'll ring it in down low, taken there by Murakami. taken now. Lacher fights for it. Now played back to the right point. That's Fleet. Fleet now walks the line to the near circle there to Morris. Morris snaps one toward the net, smothered up there by Graham, and he'll cover it up. There was pushing and shoving. Miller's in there. Oh, he took a hard shot. Got a right hook there. Was Miller on Carpa. As we are down to a minute left on this Scott Powerline power play for Bugs hockey. The all-important game number 3 with the series tied 1-1. Who will push the other team to the brink of elimination and be on the brink of advancing to the next round? Face-off one there by the Bucks. They have it. They'll slide it over to Haru, right point. Now settled down, played back to the left point. Now they go to Austin. Now down low to the near side. There's Vitale. Played now at Vitale. He'll go low to high. Haru on over to Austin. Slides one toward the net. It goes wide. And now Vitale in front. Shot toward the net. Stick save made there by Graham. He got a piece of it. That was Miller along the short side as the puck now sneaks out of the zone. Haru was zigging when he should have been zagging. As now puck is roulette wheeled to the far half wall there to Austin. Intercepted there by Lacher, and Lacher will be able to smack it all the way down. 13:25 remaining here in the opening period. 13 seconds now left on this man advantage. One last rush if the Mudbugs want it. Here's Case and Musket, gets bumped off the puck, and that'll do it. Out of the box comes McDonald. Auteri, near side, angled off the near side boards up off the stick of Matt McDonald. Now played back out to center. Good stick there by Auteri. Up ahead there to McDonald. They get onside. Throws a shot toward the net. Gets blocked in front there by Fleet. Along to the far corner. Stick tied up now. Right point. Here's Kleiser. Walks the line. Muscles one toward the net. Blocked. Ricochets back out to center. Puck now banked back in there by Auteri. Now through the middle. Good stick there by Mann. Now taken there by Zarski. He has had a nice series so far. And he's able to brush it in deep. Now blown tire there by Murakami. Along to the far corner. Masick tries to get it out free there to Carpa. And now they'll get some loose space there for Murakami to work with. And Murakami will shuffle it back out to center. Danziger to the far side there to Marino. Marino now will squib it in deep behind the cage of Graham. Battle for going on along the end boards. Taken there. Morris near half wall there to Danziger. He'll settle it into the near corner off the stick of Goldie, and now taken away by Masick. Far side there to Carpa, and Lone Star able to at least work it back out to center. Now kicked around there by Steele, and now Mann's got it, and Mann will just pitchfork it all the way down. Wholesale line change for Dan Wildfong's club. Along to the near side. Steele takes a hit, but he's able to guide it in now. Intercepted. Morris in front. Shot toward the net. Point blank save made there by Graham as Gotinski was looking right at him all alone. A break in the action. 11:39 to go here in the opening frame. This is game number 3. Scoreless. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Welcome back into George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. Game number 3, the Mudbugs and the Brahmas scoreless. Be sure to get your tickets for game number 4 tomorrow night. We'll have lots of fun. Mudbugs playoff hockey. You can get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. First 800 fans tonight had the opportunity to receive rally towels. And from what I'm hearing, there's some extras being tossed out as we speak. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Paddled to the far corner there by Graham. Now taken out free and holding the zone there is Haru. Now pinballing around, went right back out to center off the back heel of Lecher. Lecher's had a goal in this series. He's been tough. Now an errant pass, and Haru's going to have to go flag it down behind his own net. Both teams have had some good scoring chances. Now taken out. Here comes Steele. He wants to race with it. He's got a plethora of family in attendance. An errant pass intercepted. Here comes Kamashak on transition. Up ahead, too many men here for McDonald to fend towards as he's looking at a lot of black jerseys. Played off the far side boards, touched by a high stick. And now Gotinski over to Zarski, and Zarski will ring it off the far side boards back out to center. Auteri there to Kleiser, and Kleiser's going to take a U-turn back and get reset. Oh, whoa, a steal, thrown in front. That was Morris with a centering feed, and looked like Lone Star got a little cute in their own zone. What Dan Wildfong wants to do is just try to slow down the mojo of this Mudbugs team. Yeah, they're going to bait Marino, and that one's gunned all the way down. Should be icing. Was deflected, so now to the far side. Dixon up ahead, Wild, and Wild will be able to wind it in down low behind the Brahmas net. Or Mudbugs net, rather. Midway point of the opening period. Oh, hard stick going in on Miller as he goes down. Now a loose puck taken there by Mara, played back to Murakami. To the right point there to Karpa. Karpa thrown in front off the stick of, I believe, that was Mann, and it went just wide of Bushler. Now far half wall, played back out to center. Both teams have had a power play. Both teams have come up empty. Here comes Murakami with a little space, going to take it to the net. Now a wraparound chance. Here's a shot. Oh, it hit the post, and that was off the stick of, I believe, that was Bergeron, and it goes all the way down, and Bushler and the Bugs dodge a huge bullet. Boy, that hit something. Bushler was down and out, and he did the backstroke, as Coach Rich Perron always says when a goalie's in duress. And the Mudbugs got lucky there. With 9:20 now remaining here in the opening period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Now a shot toward the net there from Masick from the high slot, gets deflected. Well, I'm hearing some technical difficulties on the hockey TV side. If you are having any, please message me as best you can. I'm hearing most are okay, but some are having some issues. And if you are, just reboot your system. Fleet up ahead, up off the stick of Lichard. In deep now into the Mudbug zone. Loose puck now taken there by Zarski from left to right to the far side there to Lichard, and Lichard will lick it off the far side boards in deep into the Lone Star zone. Now far off the far side window all the way down, and Burke's going to go retrieve the biscuit. He's got Lecher along his back. Now up ahead to the near side there to Musket. And Musket will just love tap it into the Brahma zone. Far side. Puck whisked all the way down, and Bushler's going to play it. There to Haru. Haru up ahead there to Nickel. He'll drop it off there to Gotinski. Burst of speed. Here comes Gotinski. Coming around the corner. Shot toward the net. Save made there by Graham. Routine stop as he clitched the pads. Now a stick poked at. And now Murakami on over to Matt McDonald. McDonald will be able to skew it, but not out. And now tied up stick. A couple of guys got tied up. That was Nickel and Murakami. And now Karpa will be able to hammer it in, but it's going to go down the length for icing on the Brahmas. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight brought to you by Grill, Small Sliders, and Walk-Ons. 3 new proud corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey this season. Face off, left wing circle. Goldie to take it. I'm assuming all our technical difficulties along the Hockey TV side are rectified. I'm hearing nothing of any other complaints. And that's a good thing. Play to the right point. Zarski, a shot toward the net off the stick of Marino, and it went wide. Marino now behind the Brahmas net. Intercepted. Played up ahead to the near side to the dangerous Kamashak. He'll shackle it off the near side boards. Tied up there with Goldie. And now taken there by Fleet to the far side there to Marino. Fleet up ahead there to Goldie, and Goldie will just knock it in to the Brahmas zone. Graham out of his net will play it to the far side there to Tepley. And Tepley now lofted up ahead there to Lachard. One man to beat. That's a good stick tie up there by Haru along the back check. He changed the direction of that shot by Lachard by getting around the back. Now a crowd up one there by Haru. Intercepted through the seam. There goes Jake McDonald, and now taken away as the puck now is flipped all the way down there by Mack. Pruitt to the far side. Pruitt now works it in along the zone and into the Mudbug zone, and he'll just gash it in behind the Bugs net and come off for a line change. Danziger's got the biscuit. He'll now go over to Dixon. Dixon to the far side. Up ahead there to Vitale, who will window shop it off the far side window all the way down. Up ahead. Here comes Masick. He'll pivot back to the left point. They'll get set up around. Shot toward the net. Right pad save made there by Bushler on a shot there by Pruitt. And now far corner. Miller can't clear it. And Kleiser now able to jar it in. And now taken there by Auteri. And now Litchard able to pop it all the way down. Terry going to grab it, send it up ahead. Taken there by Burke, and Burke now will yank it into the far corner. 5:20 to go here in the opening period. Now the puck played out free, far half wall. Haru's going to grab it, and he'll just drop it in down low behind the Brahmas net. Mudbugs looking for an opportunity here if they can get one. And it's one out free, rather, there by Tepley. Tepley now right side. Up ahead. Little space here for Mara to work with. Mara able to slap it in and take a hard hit along the far half wall there by Fleet. Fleet, a big man. He is a 0-4, but he is snuck out at 6'1", 200 pounds of mile-high steel. Puck now thrown up ahead, intercepted there by Zarski. Boy, Lone Star was looking for the home run pass, as now Gotinski able to golf it back in to the Brahmas zone. Now Murakami battling for it. Hard hit along the near corner. And Matt McDonald grabs it. Taken there by Mann, who takes a hard hit. And the puck is now played there by Austin. Austin now will reel it up ahead, up off the stick of Marino. Marino able to grab it and just kick it into the Brahmas zone. Up ahead there, off the stick of Matt McDonald. Taken there by Marino. Marino wants to run. He's got a little space to work with. Thrown in front. Glove down there by Graham, and a loose puck now taken there by Zad Verniak. Up ahead off the stick of Shields, the extra forward. In deep now, Dixon in pursuit along to the far corner. Dixon battling for it. Zadverniak now wins that scrum, and now Dixon has it. Dixon now going to drop it back there for Danziger. Danziger up ahead there to Morris. 3:20 and counting here in the opening period. Here comes Goldie, working it in. Goldie, backhander. So on a pad save made there by Graham. Far corner there to Pruitt. Battling for it now, far half wall. Zadverniak runs into a wall. That's Miller. Now a crowd up in front of the Brahmas bench. It's a good job there by Zadverniak to zip it back into the Shreveport zone. Now Austin, whoops, a giveaway. As Jake McDonald jolts it in for Rosenquist. And now a steal there by Lacher. Lacher has it far corner. Lacher held up a little bit. Lacher tied up with his man there, Miller. And now taken, intercepted there by Jake McDonald. Up ahead there to Rosenquist, who gets held on to a little bit as he gets taken down there by Miller. The puck now is slipped all the way down, and right back into the Mudbug zone it goes. Austin far side there to Zarski. Zarski throws it all the way down for icing on the two-time Robertson Cup champions. Boy, Dan Wildfong a bit upset. He thought he saw a lot of holding going on in the O-zone for his team. .212 remaining here in the Brookshire's, or check that, the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission show coming up. We'll talk to the Mudbugs goalie and assistant coach, Rich Perron. It is an analysis of all four goaltenders in this series who have all played a game so far in this series. Face off to the left of Bushler. Tied up, and it's won there by the Bugs. Austin, far side, banked up ahead there to Burke. Burke now able to chip it, but not out, and now taken back out to center. Good job there by Burke. Now up ahead, held up a little bit. Near circle there is Berg. That was Musket trying to go through the seam. He was looking toward the official. Near side, that's Murakami. He'll throw it up ahead, far side. Here's a chance by Lacher, and it's stabbed aside there by Bushler. Right back out to center, Pruitt, far side, there to Bauer Swift, one of the great names in hockey, as he's able to bang it into the Mudbug zone. Zarski has it. Now along to the far side. Puck popped off the far side window and back out to center, and Swift will swiftly drive it back in to the Mudbug zone. Far side, a little space to work with here for Gotinski. He'll work it in. Gotinski slowed down. Far corner, hard hit. Back to Danziger. Danziger now will milk it into the near corner. And now down to less than a minute to go in the opening period. Carried back out here by Bergeron. They'll now cue ball it in deep there. Shot toward the net. There by Swift was sticked away there by Bushler. Now a crowd up in front. That's Matt McDonald back up top to Murakami. Murakami through the slot, a shot toward the net, blocked in front there by Dixon. Along to the far corner it goes. 35 seconds to go here in the opening period. And Gotinski able to bunker it off the far side window and all the way down. Up ahead, near side there to McDonald, as he'll twist it in deep into the Bug zone. Haru's got it. Up ahead there to Morris. Morris now onto the stick of Marino, and that's a good stick there by Carpa. To send it back out to center. Now far corner. Marino coming right back in. 5 seconds to go in the period. And now Matt McDonald has it, and that'll do it for the period. We are scoreless after one from George's Pond in Hirsch Coliseum in game number 3. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission show. We'll talk to Mudbugs assistant and goalie coach Rich Perron. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188, partners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of our favorites. We've missed him, but now he made a road trip, so now he's kind of feeling more and more back with us. I mean, he never left, but that's Mudbugs assistant and goalie coach Rich Perrant. Coach, first of all, thanks for the time. Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Chad. I actually came to see your mustache.
It's awful. But isn't that part of the whole playoff facial hair?
It's the playoff thing, yeah.
You've been in hockey for so long. Who's had the worst kind of facial hair that you can remember that was a teammate of yours?
Just guys, we did something different every year. I mean, back in my day, the playoff beards were a big thing. Some guys, patched it up and kind of grew kind of a half kind of beard. But in general, guys just, it's one of those things where everybody gets together and, hey, let's just all do this as a complete team.
Talk about what you've seen. This has been two more than complete games. I mean, we talk about, 6+ periods on Friday. We had overtime on Saturday. Talk about the wear and tear that does for goalies, and we've seen all 4 goalies in this series already.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into a long overtime, and obviously for any goalie, maintaining focus. Sometimes you cramp up, but the key for a goalie is to dial it in and stay focused. So. My hat's off to both goalies, but obviously I'm really happy that Bush played really well for all 6+ periods, and but both goalies played well. I mean, it was 1-1, going, so what can you do,
And you obviously looking very closely at Simo Bushler. When you get to that 3rd or 4th overtime, is there anything that you're looking at very specifically on maybe how he stops pucks? Because do goalies fall into maybe a different way that they're stopping pucks or act a different way when it gets that long into the night?
Well, Simon, basically on my goalie structure and technical goaltending that I teach him, it's a lot about efficiency. So it actually played into the hands of Simon in that long overtime game. He's like, Coach, like 3-4 years ago, I don't know if I could have done that game. And you know, we try to do like work when you need to work and be efficient when you need to be efficient.
And this was, of course, kind of new territory for Nikolai Goich, a guy that you worked on when he came. He arrived late. He was sick, and so 04. So talk about a young man like him being locked up in another tight game like that. And of course, it went to late into the first overtime.
Yeah, I mean Nico, like Kai was kind of full time with us in October this year. I got to work with him. Didn't get much playing time in the first half of the year, and so it was tough to like teach him and then, have the product in a game, and then so we could kind of pile up those teachings. But I have to say, Nico, from the time that January on when he started, or February when he started playing, has done a tremendous job for us, and he's a pleasure to work with. He wants to learn, and he gets better every time he's on the ice. And without a Ray on Saturday night, I mean, it's a pressure game. We lost game one. He comes in their building on the road, his first playoff game. So, I'm really proud of how he did in the result.
A lot of people are saying that, the Mudbugs overall are a better team than Lone Star, and that could be argued, obviously, in any aspect of the front, but they do love their goaltenders. They feel like with William Graham and Arthur Smith that they can somehow pull off a win in this series. What has been so impressive about Graham and Smith that you've seen?
Well, I think it's the duo, right? They've been kind of flip-flopping throughout the whole year, and, Dan Wildfong has a great defensive system there in Lone Star, and it really benefits the goalies, and they're good goalies. So, it feels like every year we're battling the top five with our goalies and Lone Star's goalies in the league, and to no avail. Arthur Smith led the league in goals against, and Graham was, third, and Bush was second. So it's definitely tight. We know we're predicting a low-scoring game. You just for us as a Shreveport, you just want to give up too many of those grade A's. It's impossible going through the game not to give up any grade A shots, but we try to limit them for that, and then second and third opportunities, and so far we've done a great job.
It's funny how you talked about how they were rotating, and it felt like it was maybe 2019, 2020 all over again with Richie Perron and Mason Balboa. Talk about what Lone Star does. Take away their goalies and talk about what they do defensively and offensively that could present challenges for the Mudbugs as this series goes on.
Well, Lone Star, they're a team that is very well organized systematically from their coach down, and their defense in their zone, they play a very collective defense. So it's like, it's not just one man, it's several people. So it's a collective defense, and they do a good job at it. And it'll be for us tonight to, get those kinks out of there, penetrate, and when we do get those grade A opportunities, that we capitalize on them.
I kind of made jokes or looked over to my right in Lone Star when I think it was William Graham who was taking off the mask, trying to kill off some time on an icing. Yeah. Is that stuff that gets signaled from the coach, or as a goalie, you just need to read the situation and need to know what your skaters are going through?
Well, I'm thinking back when I played, and I maybe a handful of times the coach like, hey, we need some time here, and so I would fix my pad or the pad. But in general, like it's reading the situation. Sometimes, a D-man or a teammate might come over and say, hey, I need a minute. Mm-hmm. So then, it's part of the game. Like, everybody does it. When it's done for you, you're like, wow, what a great move. When it's done against you, you're like, oh, I can't believe they're doing that. So it's one of those like kind of unwritten rules. But hey, you got to get the edge any way you can.
There's a few instances I wanted to ask you this season when you lose your stick and your goalie stick's way too far away, and somebody hands you a D stick. Because you need a stick. Yeah. Talk about how different that is in a stress moment. Maybe you're on the PK or whatever, and talk about the feel of that, and are you looking to hoping you don't have to use this stick that's just been handed to you?
Well, for the efficiency of a save, obviously a goalie stick, it weighs a bit more than a player stick, so there's that. But I don't know. I just have a feeling when you have a stick in your hand, it kind of feels like normal. Yeah. And when you don't have a stick, it feels weird. Right. So my personal preference, if they hand me the stick, I'd rather have one than not have one. Yeah. And, if those opportunities come, it's part of the game, and then obviously as a goalie you can bring the puck in and freeze it, so that stick gives you a little bit more reach.
Yeah.
So I think it's an advantage.
Before I let you go, I wanted to ask you about Garrett Steele. Last year, this is his last playoff run. You've known him since the 2019-2020 season. You were there when he first arrived at the showcase. Talk about what he has meant to this community, meant to this team. He's obviously the Iron Man, over 200 games, most played as a Mudbug in the NAHL run.
Yeah, I got a special part in my heart for Garrett. I mean, it's funny. I was talking to him not long ago, and I'm like, it felt like yesterday we were picking you up in Blaine on the bus. Like his dad drove him, dropped him off on the bus, and anyways, I told him it felt like yesterday. But you know what? He's had an unbelievable career, and always a good player for us. A big part of our championship team in 21. And then the leadership now, he's gone to the next phase of being a great hockey player and his leadership skills. And obviously, we believe in him. He has got a C on his jersey. And, I wish him all the best. And hopefully I can stay with him here till the end of May. Yeah.
That's the Mudbugs assistant and goalie coach. Thanks again for the time.
Thanks, Chad. I appreciate you.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Berkshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
We only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning, along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Shots on goal after a scoreless opening period, 9-8 in favor of Lone Star. Second period coming up. It's brought to you by DeFata and Associates, investigative and risk analysis services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. A good period for, I would say, both teams. They had their chances. Felt like Lone Star spent a little bit more time in the O-zone. And now the second period adjustments will be as follows. Amarillo on top of Oklahoma, 2-0, as they are playing in their first elimination game. Trying to extend that series are the Wranglers, who came in to the postseason very hot, winners of 9 straight, then dropped the last 2 in Oklahoma. They lead 2-0 at the end of 1 in Amarillo. If that series goes to a 4th game, it'll be game 4 in Amarillo tomorrow night. Ryan Burke up against Mason Mara as the second period about to be dropped. It is, and the faceoff is won there by Burke. Along to the near half wall, taken there, Burke now. Forwards it up ahead there to Litchard, and Litchard lost a handle on that. And it's taken there by Wild. Now giveaway, shot toward the net, save made there by Graham. That was a shot there by Burke as he tried to go upstairs on Graham. Now spun up ahead toward the net, and it is swallowed up there by Bushler as Mann tried to get a stick on toward the net. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings BOGO Tuesday, boneless wings BOGO Thursday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports. Just 23 seconds in to the middle period. Scoreless from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Face off to the left of Bushler. Nickel up against Rosenquist. Face off won there by Lone Star, and a shot there by Karpa through traffic went wide of Bushler. Now up ahead. Here's a chance for Gotinski. Maybe one man to beat. Shot toward the net. Goes wide of Graham, held in there by Dixon. He'll rail it in down low. Mishandled there by Nickel, and it's taken there by Murakami. Up ahead now over to Karpa. Karpa with a little space. He comes in 2-on-2. Gains his own. Through the slot. Bumped off the puck there by Danziger. And Danziger will softly play it to the far side there to Gotinski. Gotinski has it. He laser beams a shot toward the net. Save made there by Graham, and he is able to cover up on the rebound. A great crowd in the building this evening. .58 seconds gone by here in the second. Excuse me. Face off to the left of Graham. Face off tied up. Looks like it was won there by Lone Star, but it was taken away there by Marino. And we got a break in the action as the net's off its mooring behind Graham. Excuse me. See the Fleets in the house tonight. See the Marinos in the building tonight. Well, at least I saw Mr. Marino in the building. I've not spotted the Marino ladies. And if they are up in the East Coast, well, big hello to all those lovely ladies tuning tonight from Lynn, Massachusetts. Face off left wing circle. One there by Lone Star. Near side, that's Pruitt. He'll kiss it off the near side window all the way down for icing on the Brahmas. Buck 13 gone by here in the second. Stop by the Swamp Shack to get all your new Bugs merchandise. They have jerseys, apparel, and much more, including playoff shirts. We're born for this is the theme. Those shirts are running low, so you want to jump onto Swamp Shack and get those as soon as you can. Swamp Shack open on all home playoff game days and, of course, during business hours, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Puck dropped in deep there by Matt McDonald. Taken away there by Kamashak. Far circle shot. That one whistles wide of Bushler. Out of the right point, Zadverniak up ahead there to Kleiser. Kleiser chopped toward the net. That hit a couple of bodies in front. And intercepted. Matt McDonald across there to Kamashuk. Try to go down low there to Zadverniak. He couldn't handle it cleanly. Now Goldie, far side there to Fleet. Flipped up ahead off the stick of Morris as the puck trickles in deep into the Brahmas zone. Taken there by Marino. Marino now near corner. He'll delve it in down low there for Mack. Far half wall, Haru will spitfire it in. Down low behind the Brahmas net. And taken away there by Swift. Intercepted there by Miller. And Miller will squeeze it back into the far corner. Vitala battling for it. Now kicked back up top. Haru hammers one toward the net. Fought off there by Matt Graham. And William Graham was only allowed one goal in this series, opposed to Simo Bushler, who's only allowed two. Played off the stick now of Bushler to the near side. It goes to Austin. Up ahead there to Litchard. He'll work it in and now taken away there by Kleiser. Kleiser's pass broken up there by Burke. And Dixon able to ram it back into the Lone Star zone. Hard check upstairs. Musket took one there by Swift. Now battling for it along the end boards. We got a whistle. Net looks like it's off its mooring behind Graham. No. The door opened up to the Zam. Like that one got lodged out now. Looks like one of those glasses, plexiglasses, came unloose. Or came loose, rather. And I don't think they got this thing fixed. Scott Musket's getting out on the ice to check it out. Reminds our Mudbugs fans to get your tickets for game number 4 of this best of 5 series tomorrow night. It'll be a 7-11 puck drop at George's Pond and Hearst Coliseum. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or by logging on to MudbugsHockey.com. We'll take a quick break and then bring you more after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Almost 3 minutes gone by here in the second. The Mudbugs and the Brahmas scoreless in game number 3. Nickel to take the draw from the left wing circle. Nickel up against Rosenquist. Face-off battle at one there by Nickel. Played back up top to Dixon. He'll slide it across. Right point shot there by Danziger. Goes wide of Graham. Backhander there by Gotinski goes nowhere. Now off the far side. Boards held in there by Danziger. Chops it up ahead. And that puck smothered up there by Rosenquist. Up ahead there to Lacher. Lacher now will checkerboard it in to the far corner to the right of Bushler. Puck now taken there by Steele. He'll slip it off the far side window. Look out Dan Wildfong as it goes in to the Brahmas bench. Mudbugs hockey back at it tomorrow night. Game number 4 of this best of 5 series. Group rates apply. $10 a ticket for anybody with a group of 10 or more. Book your next group. Game number 4 tomorrow night. 318-636-7094. Or by logging on to mudbugshockey.com. The winner of tonight's game will be on the brink of winning this series. And the loser will be facing elimination tomorrow night. Face-off one there by the Bugs. Zarski floats it up side. Goldie. And Goldie now gets a hit hard, and now Zadverniak comes through the slot. Zadverniak now kicks it around, and he got hooked down along the back there by Zarski. Now thrown up ahead, and Zarski has it. And a stick there by Zadverniak to break it up. Now through the slot, pinballing around. Matt McDonald thrown in front, trying to bank it off Bushler's back. Sticked away there by Bushler. Back up top and mishandled there by Swift. Boy, Lone Star all over Shreveport right now as they're having trouble getting the puck out of their own zone. It has been one of their problems all year. Mudbugs have been able to battle through it. Now right back out to center. Auteri, the hero of Game 1's marathon, has the puck to the far side there to Mann. He can't get it in deep. Played back out to center. Good job there by Burke. Taken back in there by Kleiser. He'll rifle it back in. Left point handled there by Wild. Chipped up ahead now. Right point Kleiser. Popped toward the net. Blocked in front there by Burke. Burke wants to take off with it. Puck now lobbed up ahead. Glove down there by Burke. Thrown across far side. That's Litchard. He'll whirl it around now near corner there for Burke. And now taken there by Austin. Austin angled in deep there for Litchard. Now taken away far side. That's Wild. Wild now will air it in to the Bug zone. 5 minutes gone by here in the second. Still scoreless from the George. Karpa through the middle. And now Austin has to wait to get onside before he cranks it back in. Shot toward the net. Right pat save made there by Graham as Miller had a chance in front. Boy, it looks like it might take a mistake tonight. Now a wraparound chance there by Vitale was stopped. Another shot toward the net. Right pad save as Graham continues to stay dialed in. Right side, here's Karpa. Up ahead there to Wild. They'll drop it off back to Karpa. Centering feed blocked in front there by Haru. Up ahead now, far side, here's Mack. Leveled up ahead there to Vitale. Vitale comes in, but they went in off sides. And boy, Vitale's got to do a better job of reading that entry. And he just couldn't see Miller behind him. Eric Vitale, one of those young men for the Bugs who got off to a slow start, then went on the franchise-setting 13-game point-scoring streak. And he has stayed pretty consistent since then. Face off far, Brahmas blue line. Nickel to take the draw. Up against Rosenquist. Great crowd. We appreciate your support all year long. Toward the net, stick save made there by Graham on a shot there by Nickel. And he'll cover up on the hot potato. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant post-game show. Don't drink the water, try our margaritas today. Nicky's Mexican Restaurant, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Face-off one there by Lone Star. They have it. That's Swift. Right side, raked up ahead, intercepted there by Steele. Steele, backhander there by Gotinski, and it's smothered up there by Graham. Boy, both goalies in the zone. Face off. Will come to the left wing circle, and the Mudbugs and the Brahmas, another epic rivalry series being played out this week. A lot of fun. A lot of intensity. Pruitt up ahead there to Zadverniak. Zadverniak now right side. Puck now is just rammed in there by Kamashak. Kamashak led the team in points with just 33. That's how Lone Star is. They don't win a lot of high-scoring games. They don't score very many goals. They just find ways to grind one or two out, and then they have their goaltending do the rest. Right side, here's a chance for Morris coming toward the net. And a save made there by Graham. Got around the stick of Swift, and it was stopped there by Graham. Lone Star looks confused. They look like they were trying to get a wholesale line change, and they got stopped. Your linesmen, Eric Anderson and Jacob Rosenberg, your referees, Sean Kornick and Dylan Zobel. It's a four-man crew for the whole postseason. Right wing circle draw for Miller. Face-off won there by the Bugs. They'll settle it in down low. Now Mara can't grab it. And now Auteri has it. Far side there to Mara. Mara able to yank it all the way down. Fleet's going to grab it. Near side. Intercepted. Shot toward the net there by Wild. Went wide of Bushler. Now pursuit here by Auteri and taken there by Wild. By Zarski, rather. Zarski able to body it back out to center. Mara with a hard hit on Miller. And Miller did not appreciate it, and we got a penalty coming up. It's a roughing infraction. It's going against Miller. Miller went in. I think he took the helmet off. I think that's what they're calling, because the helmet came off on Wild. Second power play of the night for Lone Star. First choice personnel penalty kill. We'll get back to work. Boy, I thought they were going to call both of them. They did not. Face-off will come to the right of Bushler. 0 for 10 are the Brahmas in this series, including a missed opportunity tonight, and that's how good Jason Soupy Campbell's penalty kill unit has been all year. 5th best in the regular season, one of the tops in this postseason. Face-off won there by the Bugs, and they're able to clear it all the way down. Right side, here's Lacher. He'll work it in. Oh, that one took a weird bounce along the near corner when Lacher was trying to work it around the horn. And it is gloved down there by Bushler. $12:29 remaining here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Scoreless affair, which has been most of this postseason so far in this series. Low scoring affairs. This one's still a no-scoring affair. Face-off one there by Danziger. Far side there to Morris, and Morris will drill it all the way down. Off the stick of Pruitt. Out of his net comes Graham to the far side there to Pruitt. And Pruitt going to just settle things down. Through the middle, here's Pruitt. Up ahead, off the stick of Rosenquist. Dixon's going to grab it. Settles it down along the end boards. Played back up top to Pruitt. Pruitt waits, near circle. Thrown toward the net. That was fought off there by Bushler. Held in there. Kleiser. Tamara over to Pruitt. Pruitt now to the right point. They'll settle it down there to Kleiser, left point. He has it. He'll whisk it across there to Mara. Now drop down low there to Wild. Thrown in front. Intercepted there by Danziger. He read the play perfectly. Far side there to Morris. And Morris able to grab it and strike it all the way down. Down to 35 seconds remaining on the second power play of the night for Lone Star. Far side to Lacher. Lacher has it. Lacher, left point, works it in. He'll bounce it in now to the far corner. Now handled there by Kamashak. Traffic as the puck is filtered all the way down. Good job there by Gotinski. Now out of his net comes Graham. Puck taken there, 5 seconds. One last rush here for Kamashak. Through the middle, Kamashak. He'll crank it in, and that'll just about do it. Out of the box comes Miller. Lone Star 0 for 2 in the man advantage. And 0 for 11 in the series. I'm going to look back at those stats after this series is decided. And now held up a little bit there is Masick, and Masick throws a shot wide of Bushler. Oh, that's a great stick there by Swift. He had a pesky musket along his tail. Up ahead, here's a chance for Masick. Backhander toward the net. Trying to chop it toward that net out of midair was Matt McDonald. He whiffed. Now Masick near corner. Shot toward the net gets blocked. Far corner now, Pruitt. Cannot glove it down. It'll go all the way down, and Swift will grab it. Midway point of this contest. The score 0-0. Dan Wildfong is in no hurry. He's going to tell Swift to hold up. Swift waiting, and I think he's trying to bait Vitale to go after him. Wildfong does not mind this game, and he will play it all night long, and now he decides to go to the near side there to Pruitt. There have been times where Dan Wildfong has elected just to stay there behind his own net. Off the near side window up ahead. And now Tepley around to the far side. Hard check there by Tepley on Miller. Now spun around. Swift will be able to chisel it in deep into the Bugs zone. Along the end boards. Battling for it there is Bergeron. Max in there. Fighting for it in front now. Haru frees it out. Intercepted there by Tepley. Tepley now. Near half wall, gets bumped off the puck there by Mack, and Haru has it. Far side there to Austin. Puck now, cue balled off the far side boards all the way down. Kleiser will slide it back behind his own net as Lone Star wants to get reset. To the near side there to Auteri, up off the stick. No, it missed Bergeron's stick, and it's going to go down the length for icing on Lone Star. 8:34 remaining here in the middle frame. Scoreless in game number 3. Amarillo has extended their lead now. They're up on Oklahoma 3-0. 7 minutes gone by in the second from Amarillo as they're trying to stage off elimination. Face off to the right of Graham. Goldie to take it for the Bugs. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Near side, Goldie trying to get a position on Wild, and now taken away there by Tepley, right back out to center. And now taken there by Bergeron. Bergeron now be able to brush it in deep into the Mudbug zone. Up ahead, and now right back out to center. Now Jacob McDonald. And now a battle going for it, and it's Danziger who wins that battle. He'll drop it off to Dixon. Stick tied up all the way down. It's going to go. Murakami's going to grab it. Over to Lacher. Lacher licked up off the stick of Jake McDonald. Oh, boy. Mudbugs almost got caught with too many men. Murakami off the far side boards all the way down. Zarski's going to flag down the loose change to the near side up off the skate of Steele. Now slid up ahead. Rosenquist trying to grab it. Now taken away. Here's a chance for Steele. One man to beat. Oh, it's a good stick there to break it up there by Karpa. Steele holds the zone. They'll spar it in. Down low, Karpa up off the stick of Jake McDonald. Now near side, battling for it. Fleet floats it. Far point there to Zarski. Down low there to Gotinski. Gotinski up, banked back up top. Fleet, a chance from the slot now. Through the point, shot toward the net. Blocked in front there by Jake McDonald as he jolts it out of play, and we get a break in the action. 7:01 to go here in the second. We should have a media timeout. Nope. We'll keep it here. I want to wish a happy birthday to our beloved PA announcer, Robert J. Wright, celebrating a birthday this evening, and nothing better to do on your special day than handle the PA announcing duties as he's done since the inception of Mudbugs hockey 26 years ago. Uh-oh. We have a goaltending change. Arthur Smith's coming in. William Graham is out of the game. This is interesting. If something happened to Graham, Smith is in the game. Now down low, Murakami to the far side. Lacher up ahead there to Rosenquist. Now right back out to center. Puck now flipped in deep. Arthur Smith in the game for Lone Star. And that is a story, and maybe something wrong with Graham as we're looking along the Brahmas bench. But no, that's not the case. Maybe he just needed a breather for his team without using a timeout. And now Smith going to come out of his net to the near side. Musket toward the net. Mudbugs want to put shots toward the net if they can. They got a cold goalie. That's a big gamble here by Dan Wildfong. He just wanted to not use a timeout. He wanted to give his team a breather unless there is something wrong with Graham. It doesn't appear to be. Shot toward the net there by Dixon. And it deflects wide of Smith. To the near side. Poked at. Shot toward the net. Sticked away there by Smith. And now in front. Backdoor. And mishandled there by Miller. And he would have had a point-blank chance. Oh, did that puck come out? It didn't. Under 6 to go here in the second. Graham, who started the game, no longer in it. Mack played back up top to Dixon. Left point, shot toward the net. Blocked in front there by Lacher. Mack toward the net. Glove down there by Smith. 7 to go here in the second. Scoreless from George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Dan Wildfong, instead of using his timeout, pulled William Graham in favor of Arthur Smith. And now, wait a minute. Graham back in the game. I think Simo Bushler is questioning that. Yeah, in the NHL, you can flip it back. Honoring our hometown heroes this evening. Boy, Dan Wildfong rolling the dice there. And it's going to work to perfection because William Graham is back in the game. .537 to go here in the second. Face off now to the right of Graham. Miller up against Zad Verniak. Graham back in the game. Far side, Auteri up ahead off the stick of McDonald. And it's going to go down the length for icing. And now pushing and shoving after the whistle. Face-off will come right back in to the Lone Star zone. The winner of this series will take on the winner of Oklahoma and Amarillo. Amarillo trailing that series 0 games to 2, but they are on top of game number 3, 3-0. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Matt McDonald has it through the middle as he'll mail it into the near corner. Matt McDonald picks it up, centering feed, shot there by Zad Verniak. Right pad save made there by Bushler. And now, slow to get up there is McDonald, pinballing around, and taken there by Kleiser. Well, it looked like the Mudbugs were going to have a chance on the transition. Puck now goes all the way down. Should be icing on the Brahmas, and it will be. And this is something, you talk about that goalie switch and then switching it right back. This is something Dan Wildfong has done numerous times. And it is quite the gamble, but it worked without using a timeout for the Brahmas. Played up off the far side, held in there by Haru. Oh boy, that puck stayed in. That was close. Zad Verniak, far corner. He'll now poke it around to the near side. Kleiser intercepted there by Steele. So he runs his man down, and now Swift slow to get up. Tied up, Steele. Now tied up far side. Swift's going to grab the loose biscuit. He'll drop it up ahead there for Mara. Far side there to Zad Verniak, centering feed. And knocked out of trouble there by Haru behind his own net. Oh, tied up there was Haru and Mara. And now pushing and shoving going on behind the Mudbugs net. And now, whoa, down goes Haru. And that Mudbugs bench was looking for a call. Haru was looking around as well. In front of the Brahmas bench, Tornin. Oh, shot there from the near side, looking to get one on net. And now Murakami has it. The right side, Murakami through the middle. Murakami to the near side there to Jake McDonald. He works it into the near corner behind the Mudbugs net. And now a backhandering shot hit the side of the net there by Rosenquist. And now Musket will be able to carry it back out. And now thrown across, intercepted there by Masick. Masick re-enters the zone. Oh, that's a good stick there by Litchard to be able to chip it back out to center. Great pace to this one. We're scoreless with 3:10 and counting here in the second. Near side there to Masick. Up ahead, too far there for Bergeron. I know it's not overtime yet, but it just has that feel. And we have still plenty of time in regulation. It's the way the theme of this series has unraveled in front of us. Litchard dropped back there to Dixon, and the Lumberjack from the Beehive State will pivot on back to the far side there to Fleet. Right side up off the stick of Bergeron, deflected in deep, slowed down there by Graham. To the near side. Now right side, held up a little bit there, was Tepley, as they're able to just work it in deep. And now right back out to center, that's Masick. Over to Tepley, and he'll joust it in to the Mudbug zone. Slowed down there by Bushler, and he'll just let it stay behind his net for Austin to Graham. Vitale, cross ice there to Mack, and Mack will whack it in. Trying to glove it down there was Miller, but he couldn't flag it. Just a little too high. And now Kleiser through the middle. Kleiser, far side, and he'll gun it in deep. Slowed down there by Bushler. Far side, now behind the net. Taken there by Zadverniak. Zadverniak back up top. Intercepted there by Mack. And now errant passing to the far side. Here come the Bugs. They got numbers. And that's a good stick down low there by McDonald to break it up. Now Fleet waits. Across. Haru fires one toward the net. He lifted it wide. Fleet settled it down. Now down low. $1:25 remaining in the second. Far side. Thrown in front. Shot toward the net. Stick save made there by Graham. As Gold came in from the far circle. As Goldie rather crashed in from the far circle, fresh off the change, and put everything into that shot. And Graham made a difficult save. 80 seconds remaining here in the second period. Played back up top. Fleet to the left point. Wading into the near corner. Now down low there to Musket. Musket now jars it all the way down. Played to the right point now, and Mann's going to grab it. Mann will steer it to the near side. Intercepted shot toward the net. Right pad save made there by Graham on a shot there by Burke. Now coming in. Shot toward the net. Oh, he had a blown tire. That was Musket. He might have had a yawning cage along the far post. Off the near side window. The Mudbugs have Lone Star on their heels. Glove down, covered up, puck. We got a whistle.